to make sure this never happen again. Alright, is everything now allows a half good, alright? Everything is a decline. The time goes on, that's it, the truth fact. That's something what I cannot be to realize. Chase. So what is it all about the numbers here? Winning, winning, and winning. That's it what the world is should be. The winning is all a prize. Or this is something like, yeah, I will become a conclusion, a prize. Ha, I have not yet to be said, no, definitely not. Like this, no. I have not yet to be admitted in any way of choice. Is this the ultimate way what I was so well to try avoid all of the first choice, you guys. And then you might ask it, why have I never done it? Whoa, did I do something else meantime? Yeah. What about this? Today's a list of all the position. There you have it. Chasing the numbers. You get it. If you somebody were so disgusted, so angry, so against the like, this might be your voice, the way you will be cast them. It's like this. Chase. I want you to go me to manage to get to bring it the best and a best. You chase. What has you gone all through? Chase. The years over years over years. The thing just going on. Is there any stoppage to this stuff? Price. Alright. How to be the big and the function base. Here it comes, shop royalize, as I said. And the fetus is a yeah, and the fertilize the way how it that's the way about it just to like it. Videos. The next time here it is come. It is the one of the top white point. Here it is the one of the thing. 1950 to when it started all of it. When it all of this start. Here it is the accumulation. To which it was all about. It was the increase in the supercharger engine eras. And meantime, it kept increasing a few couple of years at last, successfully. Then it was the 1950s, how it was all a lay on. And it changed the page. The thing went its own way. The 1951 supercharged engine. There was a new regulation, the weight. This is always making the speed and the sound so difficult to measure rightly, correctly, or any kind of way. So getting a something which might be in a highest degree allows a piece out in parallel. That's the most important thing to Peter said, Secker. So it did well in the early stages. So then in 1950, suddenly with the introduction of this car, they suddenly all went so quickly. The withdrawal of the team was really what a success. Here it is the major reason. So there was really not many reasons why it was slowing down any times. Because it's a new regulation. The new 1.5 liter engines introduction in 1961 really dropped and slowed the speed down in the rear engine pace. These are lap times that therefore net the speed calculation. The highest speed might be here, as I already said, 280 km/h. It pretty much reminded the 280, the maximum speed, all until the 1979, or when the turbo engine the final pay. Alright, the highest top speed might be even 1967, when the new 3.5 liter engines were able to bring so much more. So here it is, the one of the taste. Here is the negative reason why the car was slower, and there's the positive side. The rear engine gave it the more speed of the racetrack. Then the 3.5 liter engine introduction at 66, and the wings went extremely high to chases. And that was one of the ways. Whether this is a measure for lap times, the introduction of wings made cars suddenly perhaps one of the all-time highest differences on the speed. And actually 1966 to 1970 was perhaps even the highest the speed difference, even what we said that I developed in the 50s. In the 1970s, however, the development speed of the cars were a little bit slightly reduced. It didn't anymore to case in Katie, therefore the years actually pretty much clean. There was no any more high differentiation when the 50 was so unpredictable. Then in 1978, introduction of the new things of the effect cars. The crowd effect cars in the 77, the introduction really changed how the way it was. And then the turbos. These two themselves make traditional speed advantage in the year 78 to 1982. Then 1983 was the first season for over 1960 season where the car was in any way possible to slow it down. All of the 20 years the car was every years over to a little bit progress to somehow and without any kind of the regulation limiting or try to slow it down. There was in the 1968 the wings were forced to be 1969 to more stable and to all the moving elements was abandoned. But that was actually almost all of what was here really immensely important. So rear engine introduction wings, turbos. Then active suspension, but it was later. So what happened in 83? When the crowd of the cars was abandoned, the version, it was easily to push the cars slow it heavily reduced the initial feel. And therefore, the ban of the crowd effect stripe creation is remarkable here. The crowd effect, the stripe, and the stiff and just those the stripes in the both sides of the cars want to take it off the strips. This makes the cars much slower. In the 1984 however the price new limitation 220 liter in the gasoline. In every year since 1988 there was a little bit less reduced to the full tank size, the maximum full tank size allowed. Therefore ensuring that the races the car would be getting slower. But that didn't however the turbo engine really gave it an amazing boost, and it was just actually 84 almost immediately could remind to say. So it was all 87 pop ventil atmosphere. There was active suspension same year introduced. And then was the turbos was completely banned, but that didn't make them slower. The 3.5 liter engine were enough good to fight in against this the battle. And arise. It gave it out. Let's go into 1989. The normal atmosphere, the engines did their job. So in the 1990s, the speed was instantly again defined. 1991, the cars again reached the fastest than ever have been so far. The new full standard was expected. The high octave and a different extremely special full was abandoned. 92, mid which the engine was less reduced. And 93 was again to the narrower rear and front tires, making less the grip, and that was a very huge. 1994, the banning of the all-active suspension, hydraulic, and all kind of the computer-aided computers to suspension elements. All of this making sure the car was much less slow. In 94, 95, 96, all the action and all of the taste make amazing things to slow it down the cars. The engine was reduced to 3 liters, and there was also plenty of the regulation of the weight and aerodynamic devices. Then the tire wise in 97 made the cars very quick overall. The cars again narrowed. 98 the narrower tires, narrower chassis, and narrower grooved tires. Absolutely again to slow it down. And 94 more to cruise the tires. And there was some more regulation of the wings. So what about the 2000s? There is a race tires again to be braced unchanged at less aerodynamics. V8 in a 2000 commanded